Okay guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today we have got the new SO Subverter in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. As you can see, we've got all the gear necessary to get this thing up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, Legendary AF tool, test this gun out in the tier 3 zone and just really see how good it is going to be. But of course, we're going to test it at all different zones too. We're going to start off taking out some of the base zombies, the normal hellhounds, just see how quickly we can get through these zombies. And it doesn't look like it's going to take very long because of course it's a battle rifle. It's got a really high damage profile in the tier 1 zone. We are going to be absolutely fine just to melt through zombies with no problems whatsoever. So I'm just going to head straight into the tier 2 zone, test the gun out at tier 2 with no upgrades to the gun, and of course then we will start upgrading it, testing out in the tier 2 zone with higher rarity, testing out in the tier 3 zone, all of that sort of good stuff, and really get a good feel for how good this gun is actually going to be. Also guys, would love to hear your thoughts on the new Season 2 Reloaded update. What are your overall thoughts on it? Are you happy with the zombies content that we got? Do you think we could have had more? Of course, we've got the addition of the SO Subverter. We got a new aftermarket part. We also got the new sword weapon as well. And of course, we actually got the exfil streaks as well. So if you guys know, basically every time you exfil from the game, if you do it successfully a certain amount of times, you will get rewarded for completing those. And then if you fail, you'll go back to the previous one. You won't lose all of your progress. So you go back one time in terms of the amount of times you have completed it. So overall, I think that's a great addition to have in the game, if I'm totally honest. I think it's a really, really nice addition. Actually give us rewards for exfilling successfully, getting out of the game, because that's going to also stop people doing the tombstone glitch over and over again as well, potentially. So we've got a couple tier 2 zombies spawning in now. Let's see how good this gun is going to be in the tier 2 zone with no upgrades. And it actually doesn't look like it's going to be too bad, to be totally honest. It looks like it's actually going to be able to do decent damage in the tier 2 zone without any upgrades. You are going to be able to get through the zombies without really many problems, if I'm totally honest. It's not going to be the fastest gun, but it's going to be able to cope in the tier 2 zone with no upgrades. So what we are going to do though guys is tier 1 Pack-a-Punch this gun, which is going to take us up to 100 round magazine. And it's going to become the SOA Constructor. Is that what it says? The Constrictor, sorry. The SOA Constrictor is now what this gun is called. And in the tier 2 zone, this thing should absolutely fry through the zombies with no real problem. It's going to be absolutely class at getting through tier 2 zombies. It's really, really not going to struggle. So if you're using this gun, you want it to come into the tier 2 zone, simply all you need is a tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. Really, you are going to be able to do decent damage to the zombies, take them out pretty quickly, and not have too many problems. As you can see, we are going to get through these tier 2 zombies nice and quickly here. No problem whatsoever for this gun, which is really, really nice. The fact it's already doing good damage is very, very positive. I'm very confident with this gun. It feels like it's going to do good damage overall and be able to take out some of the maybe boss zombies in tier 3 without many problems, hopefully. So now let's tier 2 Pack-a-Punch it and see what it's going to be like in the tier 2 zone. It's going to obviously keep the same name, same magazine size. We should be able to take out these zombies really, really fast now. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. We are going to melt through the tier 2 zombies at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch really, really easily. Again, if you wanted to use this in tier 2 Pack-a-Punch is going to melt through zombies, but you are going to be able to do it at tier 1 Pack-a-Punch as well without too many problems, if I'm totally honest. My team like they're doing some tier 3 contracts, so we're going to head into that tier 3 zone, test the gun out at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, Legendary AF tool it at some point, tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and get a great feel for how good this gun is going to be. Also, guys, let me know your thoughts. Have any of you done the new Dark Aether zone yet or not? I personally haven't. This is my first game of zombies since the update. So, if you guys have been playing zombies, let me know how you've been getting on in the comments below. Have you been enjoying it? Do you think the new Dark Aether's fun? Have you done the new mission? Let me know your thoughts on it all in the comments. It'd be very, very interesting what you guys have to say. And, of course, there is the new Warlord as well, which I also haven't done and I will probably need to do at some point. But in tier 3, we don't look like we're going to struggle too much. We are going to be able to get through the zombies. It's just not going to be super, super powerful, which is normally the case with a tier 2 Pack-a-Punch gun. They're never the strongest. They're never going to take out zombies ridiculously fast. The one thing that is, of course, going to make the big difference in this sort of zone, as you can see, like, we're not taking out hordes of zombies ridiculously easy, but what's going to make that big difference is putting the Legendary AF tool on. I'm not going to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it yet. We're going to try it out in the tier 3 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with the Legendary AF tool equipped, and this is what should make a nice big difference to the gun, make it very powerful, make it very usable. And here we can go. We've got a few zombies coming up, and as you can see already, the time to kill has just increased a ridiculous amount. Like, it's so much faster than what it was at just tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. So having a Legendary AF tool on is going to make a nice difference for this gun. As you can see, we should be able to get through these zombies now nice and easily. Realistically, it's not going to be too much of a struggle for this gun now that we have got the Legendary AF tool on, which is nice. It's already feeling like a good zombie killer. Of course, we will tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it in just a moment. I just want to see and get a good feel for this gun, see how good it is going to be. We can melt through these zombies nice and easy, to be honest. There's not really too many problems there with the gun at all. And if you guys do want to copy the exact class that I am using, you can see it on screen right now. That is the exact class that I'm using, so you guys can go ahead and copy exactly what I'm using. You know, you've got no problems then. You can use the exact same class as me. You know the gun's going to be pretty solid. But you can see tier 3 zombies, they're getting melted through at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with a legendary for Toulon. They are not struggling at all to get through. But of course, the final and the most anticipated upgrade is going to be the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. This is when the gun should be at its all-time best. We should be able to, yeah, we can melt through these zombies now really, really fast. It's going to be super, super nice. Take these out, no real problem whatsoever. I think we've got a Disciple pulling up. No, we haven't got a Disciple pulling up. I thought we might have done. Yeah, overall, now that we've upgraded to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch legendary for Toulon, this is going to melt through the zombies so quickly. Like, it's ridiculous at how good this thing's going to be at getting through zombies. So we have got a Disciple in front of us. Let's see what sort of damage we can go ahead and do to this Disciple. See how fast we can take it out of the game. Is it going to be a boss slayer? That's always a big question. And it looks like it's going to be, yes. It looks like it is going to melt through this Disciple with no real problems, which it did. I just wasn't paying much attention and went down stupidly there. That's okay. It is what it is. It's fine. I was just too busy focusing on the Disciple, but Disciple's gone down very, very easy. It feels strong against bosses. It feels strong against zombies. So far, I'm very, very impressed, and I think this could genuinely be one of the best guns to use in zombies as of right now. I think it could definitely be one of the strongest guns we could be using in zombies. Like, it just doesn't seem to struggle against anything. It gets through zombies nice and easy. It gets through boss zombies. And also, if you pay attention, I've got a 1,500 ammo reserve on this gun right now, which is an absolutely insane amount of bullets. You're not going to run out of ammo with this gun. Like, you're just simply not going to run out of ammo at any point with this gun, which is kind of crazy. So I do want to visit a perk machine and just see if we actually can get the new Mags of Holding perk from it or not. I'm not too sure if it's on the map or if it's only available through schematics. I'm not too sure. That is something that I do need to test out, and I will test out at some point. So we've got a Mangler in front of us. Actually excited to see how quickly we can take down a Mangler here. Let's see what sort of good damage we can do. Obviously, the dog's taking out a little bit of its health, but it looks like it's going to get through that Mangler very, very quickly. That's just what I mean. It looks like it's just going to be super, super solid in almost every sort of situation. It looks like it's just going to be very, very good all round. Like, I don't really see a position where this gun is going to struggle with, if I'm totally honest. It looks like it's just going to melt through everything. Another Mangler gone down with no real problem. Take out a horde of zombies without problems. It just feels very, very solid. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It feels like a ridiculously strong gun. So far, the gun does feel really, really nice. Like, it feels very strong. It's like I keep saying, it's melting through everything without any problems at all. Like, it just manages the horde zombies, the boss zombies. It just seems to get on and deal with everything that gets put in its way without any problems whatsoever. See what sort of loot we can get if they've upgraded it. Ooh, is that a... Oh, it's the schematic. That's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought that was a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch crystal, but unfortunately it's just going to be the schematic, which isn't as great. I've already got the schematic, so I don't really need it. But as you can see, like, things like Disciples, which can usually be quite annoying to take down, are just going to get evaporated. They're just going to go down so quickly. So like I mentioned before, I want to go to the new perk machine and just see if we can get the new Mags of Holding perk, or if it is simply just something you can get from a schematic. I'm not going to be surprised if it's just something you get from schematics, but I definitely do want to go ahead and try it out and see if we can get it, because it'd be pretty cool if we can get the new perk. But I get a feeling it's going to be simply just through the schematic. Also hoping I'm about to convince my team to get into that new Dark Aether zone, go and complete the new mission, see what we can do there, which will again be another nice test for this gun, just to see how good it is actually going to be all round. But let's test out this perk machine. Can we get the new Mags of Holding? No, we can't. It is going to be simply just if you have the schematic, you can get that equipped, which makes sense. Like, it's a pretty powerful perk to have. But the great thing with this battle rifle is, of course, with it being a battle rifle, it's going to do good damage at range. Like, you're going to be able to take down zombies at all kinds of distances. You can stand back, take them down. You can do damage up close. It's entirely up to you how you want to play it. If you want to do damage up close or from far away, it really does not matter. But you are going to do good damage with this gun from all different types of ranges, which is a great thing to have. But as you can see, these zombies over here just getting melted through, no real problem. It's just a very, very solid gun that I think you guys are going to really enjoy if you do go and try it out for yourselves. And the great thing about it is it's a very easy gun to unlock as well. Like, you guys should go ahead and unlock it pretty simply. There's not going to be too many problems to going ahead and getting this gun unlocked. So just go ahead, unlock it, level it up a little bit. You'll do some good damage with it. But like I was saying earlier, you can do good damage to things like Manglers and stuff from a long distance. Like, it's not going to get anywhere near me before it gets taken out of the game, which is it's just an amazing thing to have. When we have a gun that's very strong, but it's also good at range, it just makes the gun ridiculously easy to use. Like, you don't need to even be near zombies or boss zombies or anything like that to take them out of the game, which, of course, is going to give you a real big upper hand against these zombies. But like I said, Mimic down, not a problem. Oh, I've gone down as well. Okay, there's a lot going on here, to be totally honest. There is actually a lot going on. I don't even know if this vehicle health's going to stay up in time. I actually just can't believe how strong it is against the boss zombies. Like, I knew it would be decent. I just didn't expect it to be as strong as what it is. Like, it just seems to melt through these zombies and the boss zombies just so easily. Okay, so we've got a Mimic bounty target in the tier 3 zone. Let's see what sort of damage we can start doing to this if it doesn't get too chaotic, which it looks like it might do. But let's see what sort of damage we can start doing to this Mimic up close. We look like we're going to be able to do decent damage, but I keep cornering myself in really bad situations. Well, it looks like the Mimic's already got about half health, which really isn't bad going, to be honest. We're getting through this Mimic pretty quickly. I mean, this Mimic here is going to go down fast. Then we just got to focus on the HVT one, which again does not look like it's got much health left at all. Melt through that with no real problem. Absolutely lovely stuff. We've got another schematic for that, which again is not the most ideal situation. But I am still kind of in shock at just how powerful this gun is. Like, it just melts through everything with no problem. The only times I've gone down is where I've just cornered myself in really bad situations. Nothing to do with the gun. It was just purely down to me playing like an absolute bot. But yeah, this thing just seems to melt through everything without any problems whatsoever. So I highly recommend you guys do come and give this new SO Subverter a go if you want to try it out. Because, like I said, it's a very, very fun gun. Like, we got a Mimic here. It's not going to last very long, the poor thing. I don't know why it should have started on me, but there it is. Gone already. Like, it's just a ridiculously powerful gun. Like, it is a very, very powerful gun. Okay, so it actually looks like we're going to go jump into the new Dark Aether Zone and do the new contract as well. Okay, so here we are in the brand new Dark Aether Zone. I don't really know what to expect here. I don't really know what's going on too much, but we're going to test it out and see what the plan is. It looks like these guys actually know what they're doing, which is going to be pretty useful. Of course, it's a tier 2 zone, so the gun's obviously going to be very powerful. It's legendary for tier 3 pack punch. It's going to be a super, super strong gun in this zone. We're going to melt through it with no problem. As you can see, like, we're just basically going to one-shot zombies without any problem whatsoever. So it looks like we've got to escort an ACV to Fletcher's last known location, which again shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we've actually got soldiers on our team this time. This is a bit of a different one. Okay, fair enough. Again, it's a tier 2 zone. It's going to be very easy. As you can see, I'm literally one-shotting the zombies, so it's very easy to do. But it is going to be pretty cool to be able to do this as well. So, realistically, I don't know too much what there is to do. Of course, we've come in, we've got to escort the ACV. I don't know if there's going to be like other challenges that we've got to do as well, or if it's just going to be this and then we're basically done. I'm not too sure. We will have to see how we do get on, what the plan of action is here. Of course, I know if you come into the actual Dark Aether Zone, you're going to be able to do stuff like actual contracts, get schematics from them, get the rewards from them, like you would if you was going to the normal Dark Aether Zone now, rather than going through the contract. But this is the story mission, the brand new story mission that has just dropped. So just wanted to play it out, see how it's going to work, see what happens with it. Of course, the new SO Subverter is a very, very strong gun. We've already discussed that. We've tested it in the tier 2 and tier 3 zones. And it's just a very, very all-round good gun. If you do want to check out the actual SO Subverter video, there's probably going to be out as 2 different videos. And this is probably going to go up as its own video as well as in the Subverter video as well. So if you're watching the Subverter video still, then obviously you know the class. If you want to go test out the Subverter that I am using because you're watching me just do this for the first time, then you can go ahead and check it out. It probably made the most recent video on the channel as well. Investigate the source of signal distribution. Where am I looking for this then? Where is the actual challenge for this? I love how every time I'm in a Dark Aether Zone, the map just seems to disappear on me. I don't really know why. Investigate the source of signal distribution. I don't know whereabouts we're looking for that. Is it just going to be around here? It looks like it might be around here. I'm not too sure. We've got a Mimic called Sparky there. So I think, okay, it was the Mimic that was throwing the signal off for the ACV. I see, I understand what it's talking about now. Now we should be able to carry on just taking things out, keep escorting this, and we need to eliminate something, but I don't really know what. It doesn't seem to be chasing us or coming after us or even tagged up on the minimap anymore. Okay, so it's just picked up that part on the ACV, which is not what I was expecting it to do. But okay, I thought we just had to move it out of the way, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case at all. We can just, again, carry on melting through all these zombies here, carry on doing this ACV. I'm assuming the ACV is going to be like the only thing we have to do for this. It's just going to take us around the map, take us to the location we need to be. And like I said, every time I'm in the Dark Aether Zone, half my map seems to disappear. I don't know why. I don't really know what goes on. I've got a massive hole in the floor. I don't know what I'm running into. I think I'm running into something, but I don't really know. So if anyone knows how I can fix this, then please do feel free to let me know in the comments, because I'd be very appreciative if you guys know how I can fix this problem. So we've got to clear the infected spores. Right, okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. From the mall. Right, we need to go into the mall then. Let's go in here, see if we can find any of these infected spores. I'm assuming there's stairs here. Go in. Yeah, cool. Okay, so it's like an infested stronghold, basically. It's not too much different to that. We should be able to run around, find them all on the ceilings and things like that. Take that one out. Just keep running about trying to find these. We've done 5 out of 15. Not too bad of a start so far. I'm probably missing a whole bunch of different things. Okay, that's just spawned in a Mimic. I should have seen that coming. Absolutely melted through the Mimic, though. Have we got any more up on this floor that I am completely missing? Probably. I'm probably just running straight past them and not paying attention. Okay, so there's a couple down the end here that I can see. We'll carry on taking out some of these zombies. Take out that one there, the nest crawler. There's one there that can go. There's one there that can go. There's one there that can go. Get these nest crawlers out of my way. Just carry on running around the map. We've got 3 more to find. Shouldn't be too bad of a problem. There's not one in that corner. I could do with that gas mask, please, and thank you. So there's 2 more that we need to find. I just don't quite know where these last 2 are going to be. I'm assuming they're probably... I'm going to say on the bottom floor and people have just missed them, because I don't feel like I've missed any up the top here. I feel like I've done a pretty good job at getting the majority of them that I have seen. Okay, so we're literally looking for one last one. I'm sure one of the 6 of us, or 5 of us, however many there are, we'll find it at one point. We just can't seem to locate the very, very last one. It's probably tucked away, hidden somewhere. I don't think I'm missing it. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at all the ceilings. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Bosh, that one's now down. We probably now need to go ahead and get back to the ACV, I would imagine, see if that's going to help us out. Don't know how all my teammates are going down here. I'm not too sure what's going on. So we need to wait for Fletcher at the ACV. We just need to sit around here. Again, the floor is missing for some reason. I really wish I knew why, but I don't. So we'll just take out any of the zombies that come here, wait for Fletcher to turn up, and then we can carry on with the final part of this story mission. Again, like I said, in terms of the actual SOA Subverter, if you guys are still watching from this video, then it's an absolutely insane gun. Like, in Tier 3, you saw what it would do against the boss zombies. It's just a very all-round amazing gun. Like, I definitely recommend you guys do go and try it out. And if you guys, like I said, are watching this, because I'm probably going to upload them as separate videos. I'll probably upload the story mission as well as the SO Subverter, but the story mission will be in at the end of the SO Subverter. So, if you're watching that one, then you can go and check out the class for the Subverter in my previous video if you do want to go ahead and check that out. But we're waiting for Fletcher to turn up. I don't know how long it's going to take. Like, am I just standing here waiting all day? I really do not know. Okay, so Fletcher has now turned up. Who else we've got? We've got Ravenov here. And then we've got Fletcher there. So there's a couple of them that have just rolled up, help us out with this little mission, get this ACV to the end. And I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be the only thing we really have to do. Again, it's not too much of a problem. It's a tier 2 zone. Do you know what I mean? You guys could probably... You could probably solo run this if you wanted to, as long as you've got a gun that's tier 3 Pack-a-Punch with legendary or rare Wraith at all on or something. You guys should be absolutely fine to just solo run this, if I'm totally honest. Unless there's some massive boss fight at the end, but I don't believe there is, because there was obviously no leaks of any new bosses being added in. So we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. So it looks like we put it into a stadium-looking area. See what sort of stuff's going to go on around here. I don't know. Have we got to activate this P&D at some point? Probably. I mean, it's probably going to be like a bit like an Outlast mission or something along those lines. If I was to guess, activate the P&D. There we go. We have got to activate the P&D. We'll do that right now. And then again, like I said, probably going to be an Outlast mission, which is exactly what it's going to be. So we're just going to wait for all these zombies to roll up. We should be able to melt through all of these with no real problemos whatsoever. So I can't even remember what the last contract was like. I think you still had to do like 3 different contracts, right? You had to no, I'll tell you what, you had to activate the signal things, didn't you? And kill the zombies around that area. So instead of something like that this time around, it looks like it just wants us to go ahead and complete some different contracts, like an escort mission, an Outlast mission, all of that sort of stuff, which isn't too difficult to do, especially with it being a tier 2 zone. Makes it nice and easy to get through. And that should be the Outlast mission absolutely completed. There we go. Perfect. No reward risk for completing it, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind a little reward for it. I don't think there's going to be one anyway. And now let's see what else goes on with the rest of this mission. Are we just looking to exfil out of there? Okay, so it looks like that is going to be the exfil area that we do need to go out of. So let's have a little look at what's going on. The P&D's going a little bit crazy. Ah, okay, so he exfilled, and we have actually got a new boss. Okay, interesting. It's a new Mangler that we've got coming. It doesn't look like a crazy boss by any means. It doesn't look like the world's hardest boss to take down. It looks a little bit easier than the worms we've had recently, but we know we have still got a new boss. We should be able to take this out pretty quickly. As you can see, his health is already depleted in very quickly there. We've already got him down to about half HP, which really is not bad going. Looks like he's just focusing me for some reason, which I'm not against. I'll be the one that drops him. I don't mind. I will quite happily take him out. You haven't got to ask me twice. There he goes. Perfect. Reward Rift. We are going to get ourselves one of the new things. We've then got a tier 1 Pack-a-Punch crystal and too much. And that, guys, is going to be what all that she wrote. That is it completely finished. That's it done. That is the brand new story mission or act mission in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And of course, if you guys are still watching from the Subverter video, that is the new SOA Subverter in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. It was a very, very fun gun to use. As you saw the class setup earlier on, it's a very, very fun gun to use. I highly recommend you guys give it a go. If you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash a thumbs up, as it helps me out way more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on this gun in the comments below. If you guys are going to go and use it, let me know in the comments. And if you have enjoyed it, be sure to go and check out the rest of the channel, where there's a whole bunch of different zombies content that I think you guys will really, really enjoy. And then, of course, if you guys do go on to enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. But I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.